That's fucking talent right there.
Definitely, I remember everything.
I mean, it's a 50-50 toss-up, and I would have pounded your fucking fist either way.
I'll say once I graduated, I really stopped buying physical dicks.
Why can't you be like a normal person in society and sit there and shut the fuck up, man? That's the Captain Major right there. Oh my god.
Dude, all I do is repeat myself. What do you mean?
Yeah, I mean, well, I repeat myself a lot.
That's true. Well, I mean, I think everybody does.
But I think I have brain damage. That's a different problem.
I definitely have brain damage.
You think, is your brain damage like genetic, or did you like get into an accident?
No, I've hit myself in the head off concrete and shit multiple times.
Oh, like I fell down the stairs when I was 6, and I think it completely altered the direction of my life ever since.
I've told you the time I tried to run up the wall and smash my face off the garage floor.
Yeah.
And then there's another time I played kick the can, and one of my buddies is a larger dude, and I was sprinting full speed, and he fucking brick walled me like an NBA pick, and I literally bounced off him and smacked my face off the concrete. So there's definitely some cells jumbling up in there.
Cells gone, but yet you're still dominating in COD, dude.
Yeah, not really.
I don't know, the I'm your dad video that you released yesterday, that was pretty.
Yeah, just having fun, bro. Playing on 16 sensitivity, just being an idiot.
With the car.
Yeah, the car got buffed, bro. It's better now.
Yeah, it's sick.
Yeah.
All right, guys. Welcome to a new predictions video. This time for the Toronto Home Series event.
53.
Episode 53.
I just went and checked because I need to be on top of this shit because we're going to miss milestones if I leave Matt in charge.
100%.
Yeah. So now I'm the daddy.
There you go. You're the daddy, dude. You're the pilot, dude. You got to take over.
I'm taking the wheel, dude. Jesus is taking the wheel. Officially.
I'm just the producer. I'm the guy with the camera recording everything.
He's the tech guy, and I am I am now the manager.
Am I like the Goldberg to your Rogan?
No.
Wow.
No,
Okay.
no, because you would have to be like, no, I'm giving you a promotion, kid.
I love how I tried to leave, but the camera still caught me in the corner.
Dude, I was trying to give you a promotion from that, and you took it negatively.
I just, you know what, dude? It's because it's 2020. I just feel like I have to like instantly feel disrespected.
Okay. Well, stop doing that.
So that's my bad.
If you're gonna give me Rogan, which is the highest compliment that I could possibly get from you, thank you very much.
You're welcome.
You aren't just Goldberg. You'd have to be like Goldberg and Anik mixed together.
Ooh.
That's what, because you do more than just help me.
All right.
You know what I mean? You run the shit too, kind of thing.
We're drinking out of the white mug because we're not free advertising anymore. Although we do advertise Mammoth Mug.
Yeah, it's the size of my face. Thank you very much. Yeah.
Right.
Episode 53, bitch. We happening.
Alrighty, dude.
Happening.
Are you ready to break this shit down?
Yeah, I'm ready for shit to get weird, and shit also not to get weird.
I guess, do we want to go, because Reddit also showed an interesting graph showing like, regardless of how the teams perform in this event, they only can go so far. Do we want to kind of show that off for a bit?
You can show it. I don't know who to give credit to. I did find this on the COD competitive subreddit and then sent it to Matt just as a fun little thing, because I kind of thought it was this way, but this is like someone actually went through and looked up. It is literally impossible for another team to break into the top 4.
So for the audio listeners, we're looking at basically like almost like an Excel graph that has all the CDL teams listed on the left, and then their potential placements on the bottom of the graph. So it goes 1 through 12, and then it goes Atlanta, Dallas, Florida, Chicago, New York, London, Minnesota, Paris, OG, LA, Toronto, Seattle, and then LA Gorilla.
It goes right now with the placements of the teams. So
yeah, it goes right now with the current placements.
Yeah.
All right. So kind of the key things we can notice here is the top 4, Atlanta, Dallas, Florida, and Chicago, regardless of this event, are going to be your official top 4 moving into the playoffs.
Yeah, like it's literally impossible for them to get knocked out of the top 4.
Yeah.
They could get smoked, and it wouldn't matter. Now, that being said, they are going to be fighting for 1 and 2 seed because being a 1 and 2 seed heading into Champs Weekend is huge.
Yeah, being seed 1 and 2 is going to be optimal in terms of having the least amount of games to play and the less chances of you getting dropped out.
It's just you're farther ahead in the bracket already. You're guaranteeing yourself money, basically.
Yeah, absolutely, that's true. So some other things that I found kind of interesting, because I'm just looking at this graph comparing to how the teams are all performing right now, not necessarily over the course of the year, but it's funny how like LA Gorilla have been getting better, but it's like impossible for them to move out of 12th place.
They haven't done enough all year.
Yeah.
They've been shit until the past like 2 events. Same thing with Seattle. Like Seattle cannot make it out of the bottom 4, no matter how well they do. They could win the fucking event.
How many LAN events did we have before we went into COVID? Was it 3?
It was 2 or 3.
Yeah.
I think it was 3.
I still find it weird. Maybe you might be able to correct me, but I just find it weird that like a team like Minnesota still has that far of a reach to like potentially stay in 5th place, when I feel like ever since we went online, they've just been playing horribly.
Well, they went 2-0 at the launch weekend, so that's a free 20. And then they weren't at London, but they made semis at Atlanta and finals at LA, and then it went to online Dallas was online, right? I'm pretty sure.
Yes.
Yeah, so they made finals of that one too. And then that was I think that was the brick wall. So they had 4 events in a row where they like got good points.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
And then, then since then it's kind of not been fantastic. But
yeah, it is interesting how like as long as you can get yourself within like the top 4 for like 3+ events, you can.
Yeah, you make semis. You're getting points. Like,
yeah,
you're chilling. Obviously, if you go to finals and stuff, you have a better chance. Look at Atlanta, Dallas, Florida, and Chicago.
Yep.
Because they cannot get worse. So, yeah, it's a fight between the big 4 for 1 and 2, which that in itself is exciting to me.
Yeah, I think
like, who's getting it? It can literally be any one of them can win and get first seed. Anybody can go anywhere.
The battle between 5 and 8 is going to be real interesting.
5 through 8 is interesting. Yeah, the bottom 4, you're kind of just seeing who makes it in over the other person in the 8th seed.
Yeah, the bottom 4, you're just more interested in seeing who's got the potential to steal from from 5 through 8.
Yeah, because it's going to be a fight between Paris, Optic, and Toronto for that 8th seed.
Yeah.
And yeah, I don't, that's also big for that team going into champs, because they don't start in losers. The bottom 4 are starting in losers, and I don't want to say you're basically guaranteed out, but you're kind of almost basically guaranteed out. That would be the run of all runs if fucking like LAG makes to the finals. I'll shoot myself in the face. That would be insane to me. Imagine LAG goes on the whole run and wins champs.
Just because of their 2-man switch?
I'll shit.
That would be pretty crazy.
I will shit.
But also, to your point in the past, once you go into playoffs, you're dealing with Champs Slasher.
That's true.
And Champs Slasher is not regular season Slasher.
No, but it is also online Slasher, and he tilts easily. So there's that.
There is that. It's crazy how New York was almost guaranteed 5th spot in a way.
They're guaranteed 5-6, which it doesn't
Yeah.
matter for them if they come 5th or 6th. You start in the same spot.
But again, that's another team that to me was terrible on land, and then started peaking towards the end here, and just getting that one champ just instantly throws you in the top 5.
Dude, look at Florida, man. They made one change. They made finals before with Pristini and Mox, and they changed that shit up, and they're one of the bigs. Like they're a fucking big dog.
Literally one championship can sway the whole standing, which is crazy.
Well, dude, who are the home series winners? Do you remember? There's 5 of them.
It's clear now. Yeah, it's Atlanta, Dallas, Florida, Chicago, and New York.
Yeah. Guess where they are, dude?
They're all
1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. It's almost like winning helps.
Yeah, almost like winning helps. Oh my god. Yeah. No,
It's tough, dude.
It's crazy because I don't want to say I'm not interested in the top 4, but I'm more interested in seeing how 5 through 10 kind of fight for it, dude. Because especially
when it's close, it's fun.
Yeah, especially OGLA, like they have such a span. Like they could go from 11th to 6th bracket or 6th seed,
depending on
how they're going. And to me, right now, I feel like Optic LA is trending up right now. So
definitely,
that's where my hype goes. I want to see them fight for 6th spot.
The only thing I wish is that if one of those I wish there was like the points were a little closer, so that one of those mid teams, if they managed to actually win this event, they could jump into like the top 4. But unfortunately,
correct me if I'm wrong, but so right now with New York, they're trending down because obviously they're not playing this weekend. So the only way they can drop to 6th is if Minnesota earns their maximum amount of points.
Basically, yeah.
Okay.
So like someone has to earn more points now than New York.
Because the way that graph is showing, the only way that New York can get dropped is if Minnesota earns their maximum amount of points that they can earn, which means they have to win the event.
So Minnesota right now is in 7th with 120.
Yep.
Subliners are at 140. So they have to win 3 series. So if you win 3 series, that means you're in the final.
Mm-hmm.
And then it would, if it's a tie, it would go head to head probably, I would imagine.
So they had, because that's what I was going to ask. Like at the end of this Toronto event, do you think there's the potential for tied standings?
Yes, there will be a tiebreaker thing if that placement matters.
Do you think that would be in the Toronto event, or would that be something like the weekend before playoffs?
No, it would just be. It's an on paper thing. It's not like you have to play.
Oh.
So it would go head to head, meaning they would look at the overall year probably and see if it's like a New York tied with Minnesota. How did they perform head to head? The team that performed better head to head would take the.
Oh, I see. So if they end up tied for 5th, or 6th,
yeah,
then it's like, okay, how many times did New York match up with Minnesota, and what were the results of those matchups?
Yeah. So if New York's played Minnesota 5 times and won 4, they would get the seed.
Oh, okay.
I would assume that's how it works because that's how it's worked for a long time.
Okay.
But yeah, even if subliners, well, I mean, they're not at this event, right? They've played. Neither is London.
I think on the graph, anybody trending down with the little triangle beside their circle, they're not at the event. So it's New York, London, and Paris. And
New York, London,
Gorillas.
Paris, Gorillas are not at the event.
Yeah. Poor Seattle, dude. They either can be 11th or 9th. I mean, hopefully they get to 9th seed because it's not like it's easy, but it's easier.
The problem is the teams that are ahead of them are there.
Yeah.
It's Optic and Toronto.
All right. Well, I hope anybody listening to the podcast, make sure to tune into YouTube to check out the graph here, or maybe Trent, if you can send me the link to the Reddit, I could put it on the bottom of the YouTube post.
I can definitely try to find that later for you.
Yeah,
for sure.
All right. Otherwise, we can move on to the actual bracket builder.
Let's build this shit.
All right.
I feel like this one, for whatever reason, it's not going to have surprises the same way that the past few ones have. I feel like my predictions for this one might be really good. Maybe not like the series saying like, oh, it's going to be a 3-2 or a 3-1, but like picking the winners, I think this one might be the easiest. Now, that being said,
I'll be honest. I tried it quickly during lunch. I kind of might be on the same mentality as you.
Yeah, I think this might be easy.
Okay, so right off the bat, round 1 is fucking Chicago and Seattle. Seattle cannot catch a break, dude.
No. Dude, imagine Seattle wins.
I mean, Octane would have to have like the fucking mountain goat backpack on.
That being said, though, I mean, even if he does, dude, there was a round in S&D last weekend where he 1v4'd and they still got smoked.
Yeah.
So, there's that.
There is that.
Like, Octane can 1v4 a round of S&D and it still doesn't help.
I'm willing to give them the 3-1 just because Chicago could potentially let one slip.
Yeah, that's fair. So I say 3-1's the cop out, dude. We'll take the cop out.
Like maybe they slip up on the S&D and Octane goes off and basically wins it for them,
which would be hilarious because Octane's not the most fantastic Surge player historically.
I mean, I don't see them getting the 1 in any of the respawns though, because fucking Pristini's cracked out of his mind.
It's Chicago. Like, I'm not fucking worried about him.
Yeah. Okay. Then next is Toronto and LA Optic. This one I'm the most interested in because
it's a big match.
Because Toronto has been trending good, and Optic right now is hot as they can be.
This one's tough, dude. They're close in the standings. In my opinion, they're close as far as like team and team potential. I kind of think it just depends on what kind of individuals step up.
Yeah, it depends on who steps up. Like, if the new kids show up like they did last week, I could see Optic pulling it at the end. But if Kleenex shows up again, then I can also see Toronto winning the game 5.
I have no doubt that Kleenex shows up. My biggest doubt is TJ. If TJ shows up, Optic has a really good chance to win that. If TJ doesn't show up, though, that shit's going to be tough.
Okay. Well, are you willing to say a game 5 regardless?
I mean, yeah, sure, why not?
Okay.
I don't really know. This one's so it's so close. It's hard. It's
so close. Really the only thing I'd noticed too is I believe Toronto hasn't played with this new meta change yet.
Even the meta's kind of changed back a little bit too.
Yeah.
So it's kind of what they're used to from before. Like 10 millimag is back. Mm-hmm. And the only thing that's come in is like the MP5 and like the no stock nerf, the 10 milli nerf, but it's not really that bad. It still fucking smokes. I watched a couple Chicago scrims. The 10 millimag fucking smokes.
The fan in me wants to see Optic win because then they would. Actually, hold on. Let me see if that's true. Yes. So if Optic wins, their next matchup would be with Chicago. So it'd be old versus new Optic.
I don't want to see that.
I don't want to see that.
I don't want to see that. But I also kind of do want to see that now that you say it. I don't think the Chicago players have really played against Slasher that much this year.
I don't think so either.
Slasher is usually pretty good against Scump and Formal.
Because like we could get part 2 of Huntsman trash talking.
No.
No?
There won't be any trash talking online. I can almost guarantee you that.
Well, I mean, what's his name? Arcity's pulling up the very terrible picture of him trying to say, you're my kids.
Yeah. It's Arcity's trying to throw a joke in, but he's not actually, like, talking shit. He likes those guys. He loves those guys.
Oh, 100%. Okay. Who do you want to see, Trent?
Oh man, it's so hard. I don't want to bet against Slasher, but my brain's kind of betting against Slasher. That's the problem, dude. My brain's betting against Slasher, but I know not to bet against Slasher.
I would say right now for Optic, I'm betting on the new kids. I'm not even betting on Slasher right now.
Oh no, I'm betting on Slasher. I think the new kids get smoked. Yeah, give it to Optic. Fuck it.
Okay.
For the record, my brain wanted Toronto, but I'm going with my heart.
Okay. All right. Skipping past the knockout round, we move on to Atlanta FaZe and Minnesota Rocker.
Smoke City, dude.
Smoke City. See you later. All right, Florida and Dallas.
Wait, you 3-0 them?
I 3-0'd them.
No, you got to give them one.
Actually, I can agree with one. Atlanta has been kind of slowing down a bit.
Yeah.
And I don't know if it's the meta changes fucking them over.
Rocker's not bad online anymore. They're pretty decent.
All right. So Atlanta clutches up in the Damo.
No, because that'd be a 3-0, Matt. You fool.
Oh, yeah, sorry. It's
Hardpoint,
then Damo.
Yeah. Yep. Game 4.
Okay. Florida Mutineers and Dallas Empire. Hey. See you later.
That's spicy shit, dude. That's a fucking fantastic Friday matchup. Like, that could be a final.
That could be a final.
That's a huge match, dude.
I can see the matches being close, but I can also see Dallas with that hot 3-0.
That's the problem with Dallas, dude.
Yeah.
I could see them fucking smoking every single team, or it being a good series.
I mean, we got to talk about, like, they're just coming off a tournament where they gave up one round.
One map.
One map.
Dude, don't say round, Matt. Don't say round
They
to
gave
me.
up one map.
Yep. One whole map. The whole tournament.
The whole
one
tournament.
Map. That's crazy.
Shotzi is cracked.
Might be the best player in the game right now.
Yeah, they got an MVP video for him. I do not disagree.
No. He's disgusting.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know what scoreline you want to give, but I already know which one I want to give.
I mean, I wanted to give Dallas the aggressive 3-0.
I want to give Dallas an aggressive 3-0.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
I want to see a game 5, but I also wouldn't mind seeing an aggressive 3-0.
I don't think that's a game 5. I see a 3-0 or a 3-1. I could see Florida winning like one respawn.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Okay, moving on to knockout rounds here. You have Seattle and Toronto Ultra.
Tough.
It's a tough pill to swallow, Trent.
No. I'm fucking used to it now. Seattle's gone.
Does gone in the hard point?
No, they're gone.
They're gone?
Just 3-0 bop them out of there, dude. They're gone.
Okay. Sorry, Trent.
They're going to be deflated after the first loss, and like they know these points don't fucking matter. They got to get ready for champs. They're just going to take it on the chin, bro.
Yeah. Okay, then you got Minnesota Rocker versus Florida.
That's a good match, too.
It's a good match, too.
I do think Florida wins that, though.
Is it 3-0?
Nah. I think Minnesota's got fight, dude. They could 3-1 them.
Okay.
A little bit of fight. Not a whole heck of a lot of fight, but a little bit of fight.
A little bit of fight. Okay, moving on to quarterfinals. You have Chicago and LA Optic. Now, a part of me
The dream matchup you wanted, dude.
So, a part of me has a bunch of crazy scenarios. We could see the Chicago that showed up to the finals in the last event, and they just sweep this team. But I could also see the fact that these two haven't played each other that much. It's a new team with two young guns that are full of G Fuel. And I think Chicago may underestimate them, but still clutch up in the game 5.
Oh, so you're not picking Chicago to lose?
No.
You're still saying Chicago wins. Yeah,
Chicago wins.
You just think it might be You just think it might go deep?
I just think it might go deep because they underestimate Optic, or Optic just survives.
Yeah, I don't see that going past the fourth game.
Okay.
Even if it's close, I think just with the experience on the Huntsman as opposed to two guys who aren't really used to competing against players like that, I think nerves might come into play a little bit, even though it is online.
Well, I mean, we're both saying that Chicago wins it, but LA puts up a fight, or Optic puts up a fight. So I can go 3-1. That's fine.
Yeah, say 3-1.
Okay. Then that takes us to Atlanta FaZe versus Dallas Empire, which is always going to be nice.
That's a funny.
That's a critical one, too, because I'm pretty sure that's a fight for first.
Yep. And loser of this has a chance still?
Loser of this would go knockout round against Florida.
Okay. All right. Oh, fuck. It's a group of death down there, dude.
It's a group
insane.
of death down there.
Chicago is chilling.
No joke. Chicago is chilling right now.
Mm-hmm. They are laughing.
Yeah, this is a potential fight for first right now.
How hard do I doubt the Atlanta FaZe?
For me, Atlanta FaZe is trending down because they're not doing well with this meta.
Yeah.
Even with it returning back, I'm still hesitant to say that they're trending up yet. Dallas is on fire, and Dallas has the capacity to clutch up against FaZe.
I give the edge to Dallas. I do.
I do give the edge to Dallas as well. Do we make it a game 4 or do we make it a game 5? Because remember, there's also Celium there too.
Oh, everybody on Atlanta is disgusting. But
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm going to say 4. The cop-out answer.
Cop-out answer of 4.
The cop-out answer, game 4.
Okay. Now we go back to the knockout rounds where we have LA Optic versus the home series reps Toronto Ultra.
Again?
Yeah, again.
Rough. Rough. And we said Optic the first time?
We said Optic in game 5. Do you think after losing to Chicago, Slasher gets deflated?
Depends on what kind of online shit happens, dude. That's what I mean. Do they just lose, or do they lose and Slasher goes, that is some horse shit? That's the problem,
When would he say that? When there was like a glitch in the game, or
they get bullshitted with a server, or like they call for a ref to intervene to say something or do something, he doesn't.
But he doesn't flip off over a loss. He flips off over like technical issues.
Well, yeah, that's what I mean. Slasher can take a loss. He's lost in his career.
Yeah.
I don't want to say plenty of times, but he's lost in his career. He knows how to lose. But when something is so glaringly not in your favor, and then you lose on top of that, and like you know that it's not directly because of that, but that played a factor, your brain instantly just starts thinking about that, and you go, well, if that wasn't there, who knows?
How about this? In round 1, you went with your heart and said Optic. For round 2, we use your brain and say that Toronto clutches up.
Yeah, but do I? At this moment in the tournament, does my brain think Toronto has it?
Well, Toronto would be coming off a loss against who?
Optic, right?
They lost against Optic and then clutched up. Well, then they beat Seattle. And then they're seeing Optic again because Optic loses to Chicago.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Let's go with my brain, dude.
Go with your brain?
Yep.
Game 4?
Yep.
Alrighty. Then, knockout round 2. Atlanta FaZe versus Florida Mutineers. No, this is the battle for second.
Not necessarily. Chicago's on the other side.
Chicago's on the other side, big dick chilling.
Yep. Yeah, if Chicago chokes, that's how
If Chicago chokes, they're in trouble. Big fucking trouble.
They should basically have like a pretty free ride to semis.
Yes.
And then they have to take out a top dog to get to finals.
By the way, the winner of this goes to compete against Chicago.
Yeah. And it's Florida, Atlanta?
Florida and Atlanta. I mean, Florida's had Atlanta's number for the last 2 events that they've matched up in.
Yeah.
And I don't see Atlanta changing. Mind you, if day one day one FaZe looks like they're going to murder somebody, then this changes this whole dynamic. But I'm going off how bad they've been performing the last couple events.
My first question is, do the coaches at Atlanta veto fucking Hackney Dom?
Why would, if they haven't done it now, why would they?
Because here's the thing, dude. If they play Hackney Dom, Priest's dropping 6 kills the whole fucking map, so they're going to get smoked in the Dom. And the teams are so fucking good now that they cannot just give free maps away.
But I feel like they're always playing Hackney Dom. Like
They're always playing Hackney Dom. I don't know why. Stop playing fucking Hackney Dom. Are you that bad at Petro Dom? Because I can tell you, they're good at. They know what they're doing on Gunrunner Dom. It's fast as fuck.
I mean, I'm pretty sure their score not in Dom, but just in Petrograd, they're good.
It's FaZe. I would imagine they're good at fucking everything. But for some reason, we've seen it now in multiple tournaments. They suck at Hackney Dom. It's fucking horrible.
So if Hackney Dom is played, then Florida loses basically, then Atlanta loses basically.
100%. Here's the way my brain works, dude. If Hackney Dom is game 3, Florida win. If any other Dom is game 3, I think Atlanta can win. Because Atlanta needs favorable respawns. Who the fuck is telling them to play Hackney Dom?
I don't know.
Like, Crowder, get on this.
It better not be Priesta telling them to play it.
Well, no. He's going to be like, guys, get me the fuck off this map. Is what he should be saying.
Yeah, I don't know. Does FaZe acknowledge that they're terrible at the Hackney Dom and just veto it?
They're not terrible at Hackney Dom. I think they're just terrible against the good teams at Hackney Dom.
Yeah.
So, like, if they play, like, the Huntsman, Chicago, Chicago, Dallas, or Florida, I think the Hackney Dom, they probably lose because for some fucking reason, Priest can't get kills. Or maybe it's a server problem. Well, I don't think it's a server problem because then the rest of the series would be fucking weird.
If we follow the trends, I'm saying 3-1 Florida.
You want to say 3-1 Florida, hey?
Yeah.
I kind of want to pick FaZe.
I can see FaZe too, but FaZe is coming off a loss against Dallas. Florida had an easy match against Rocker. And FaZe's only other competition that weekend has been Rocker. So it's not super sweat. It's not super sweats, as I would like to say.
Yeah, sweaty professionals. It's so strange.
I don't know, dude. It honestly depends on on what kind of FaZe shows up on so Friday.
True. I feel like we've said this like 17 times too.
I know.
What FaZe is gonna show up? Do we get the world beaters who are motivated, or do we get the well-fed kids that are making bank and don't give a fuck? You know what, dude? I'm in for Florida. I'm kind of in.
Okay. All right.
In 4. If that shit goes game 5, I'm pretty sure FaZe clutches up.
Yes, I can agree with you there. But right now we're saying game 4.
Okay.
Sorry,
FaZe.
So that takes us to the semis. We have Chicago versus Florida.
Chi-town, baby.
This is interesting too. I don't think have these two matched. They matched up in the first final that Florida won, correct?
No. But Florida, when Pristini was on the team, they kind of struggled.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, there's a tiebreakers thing right here. I'm dumb. Sorry. Yeah, Florida's kind of had their number. But I do think the Huntsmen will clutch that up.
How soon do they clutch it up? Do you think it's a Game 5 battle?
No.
No.
I think if that goes Game 5, it's probably a Mutineers win.
Do you think it's a coincidental 3-0 where each map is like competitive, but just just Chicago just keeps edging the end?
I could see that, but I also could see one of those maps. Like, I do think it's going to be competitive. It's going to be highly competitive. It's going to be close.
Like, it's going to be close. Like, three close maps, but Chicago clutches at the end.
Yeah, but I also could see 4 close maps where one of them Florida clutched, and then the other 3 Huntsman got it done.
Okay, well,
that's what I'm saying, dude. You see, then you look down the list and see 3-1, 3-1, 3-1, 3-1. It's the cop-out answer.
Yeah, I mean, we just been dropping a bunch of 3-1s, so.
Yeah, I mean, it's the cop-out answer.
Oh, sorry, Chicago, not Florida.
It's like when you see fucking C as your multiple choice answer on the test for like 6 answers in a row, and you're like, there's no fucking way.
Okay, so then in the semifinals, you have Dallas and Toronto Ultra, which makes you go, how did Toronto end up here? And it's like, oh yeah.
The group of death.
Yeah, the group of death.
There was a group of death.
They somehow survived. They somehow survived the fire, but unfortunately, they got burnt up towards the end because Dallas is a flamethrower right now.
All fucking day. That's Dallas all fucking day.
Yeah. All right, dude, and then that's Chicago and Dallas in the final. So in that scenario, what is that then? That's the fight for.
That's basically.
That's the fight for first seed.
2.
1 and 2.
Chicago's 20 points back, and I'm pretty sure winners get 50 and the losers get 30. So that would literally tie them, which would put them in head-to-head, which Chicago would win. So Chicago would win first seed if they won the event, 100%. Because they get 50 points.
Do I expect Scump and Formal to clutch up against fucking Shotzi, Prim, and Clay?
Chicago would make 1 to 2 seed with a win.
Yes.
Yep.
But I'm saying right now in this final.
Yeah.
Do the likes of Scumpy and Formal have what it takes to compete against fucking Shotzi, Crim, and Clay?
Don't forget about.
Well, Crim's not competing. He's in the back with a margarita, letting the kids fucking play.
Yeah, he doesn't compete. He just shows up.
Yeah.
He sits down,
dropping trophies.
Yeah. I got a trophy. Very good. Put it down.
Thanks, Crim.
Yeah. I know. What do you think?
I don't see a world where you beat Shotzi right now.
It's Shotzi's world. We're just living in it.
The kid is cracked, dude.
Yeah.
The kid is cracked.
Yeah.
Like, I can see this be a 3-0 and people go, holy fuck. I can see this being a 3-1 of like, oh, maybe they'll make it to a game 5. And then Dallas goes, no. And then I can also, actually, I don't know if I'd see a game 5.
I can see this going game 5, round 11. No bullshit.
Really?
As a final, knowing the level in which Formal, Arcides, Scump.
If you did that to Maven on the last on the last event,
he's dying.
He's
too
dying.
fucking old, man. He's dying. Don't kill this man.
You're gonna give him a heart attack.
Don't kill this man. So I think for Maven's sake, we can't let it go game 5.
We can't kill Maven.
We can't kill Maven. I'm gonna reverse kill Maven. I'm gonna say Dallas wins 3-0.
Dude, I wanted to say that too. I want to be like they're close matches, but it's Dallas clutching up at the end, or clutching up aggressively early, and Chicago can't keep up.
Yeah. The fucked up part is though, this is probably going to be a 3-1, but I just don't want to say it because we have way too many fucking 3-1s.
All right, dude. Well, for probably the fucking 6th time in our predictions videos, we're picking Dallas to win the event.
I feel like I owe them me buying merch at this point. I need to buy something. I need to buy an Empire shirt or some shit.
Just like out of respect or something.
Yeah, actually, that black hoodie with the fucking crown in it.
Ooh. Well, and also, as a side note, considering our football team may potentially be called the Edmonton Empire.
Mm-hmm. Well, I mean, you say ours, but you don't live here.
Wow, dude. I was born there.
And I wasn't, so I don't give a fuck.
Yeah. I don't know.
This is my town, bro.
This is your town.
This is my town.
Okay, there. Reindeer plushie.
Dude, I told them to make it the Empire.
You didn't tell them that.
I told them that.
They made the copyright trademark claim in 2018.
Mm-hmm.
They knew this shit was going down. And then the Redskins fucked up and gave in. And now everyone's like, well, if the Redskins gave in, why the fuck are you still called Eskimos? And we're like, oh, geez, I don't know.
Does that mean the Chicago Blackhawks have to change their logo?
No, Chicago, I think, has told them to go fuck themselves.
Which is weird because they're the Blackhawks.
Yes, but also the locals have told everybody else to go fuck themselves.
Sounds like Chicago people, dude.
Yeah.
Some hard-ass motherfuckers out
Some
there.
hard-ass people there. And that's Chicago. It's like, yeah, I don't want to fuck with them. No.
Yeah.
So, yeah, unfortunately, the name's going to get changed.
Winning and Dallas Empire being 1 seed. And if Chicago makes it where they made it, they will get 30 points, which means they'll probably be 3rd seed. So they'll be third. So it'll be Dallas 1, phase 2, and Chicago and Florida 3 and 4.
Wow. So phase not even making it to semis. They still get 2nd seed.
They're 30 points up on Florida and Chicago.
Yeah.
So if Chicago makes it to the finals, I'm pretty sure you get 30 points. Do you not?
I think so.
And then, or is it 40?
Might want to do a quick audit for that.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to, but I don't know if the page is gonna have it.
So right now with our predictions, it's looking like it's going to be Dallas, Atlanta, Chicago, and then Florida.
So yeah, 2nd place gets 30.
Okay. All right, so then it would be Empire, FaZe, Huntsman, and then Mutineers.
There would be a tie between Huntsman and FaZe, but I think the head-to-head FaZe wins.
I think, yeah, because I think they've won more.
I just looked at the tiebreakers, and first tiebreaker is head-to-head win percentage, and then it goes head-to-head game percentage, and then it goes overall win percentage, overall game percentage.
Wait, hold on, Trent. If Chicago and FaZe have to go head-to-head, they've only matched up once, ever, and Chicago clutched that up. So wouldn't that throw Chicago in 2nd?
They wouldn't be tied.
They wouldn't be tied?
No, because FaZe would have beaten people, which means they get 10 points per win.
Oh, I thought it was a direct comparison about the 2 teams that are tied.
If you tie at the end, but I'm saying, like, if FaZe makes it to where they make it, we have them gaining, what, 10 points?
Yes.
Or, yeah, 10.
Wait, so who did you say was tied? Were you saying Chicago and Florida was tied, or are you saying Chicago and
I think I did say Chicago and FaZe, but I also forgot to add their points because I'm a dumbass.
Oh, so we forgot to add their 10 points. That would keep them in 2nd.
Yes.
Oh, okay. You got me excited there as a fan. I was like, doesn't matter. Chicago still gets 2nd.
Yeah, no, you get points for how far you make. So if you make semis, basically you get plus 20 because you had to win. You get 10 points for making it out of bracket, basically. and then however many you win after that.
Okay.
So from the last event, 2 people got 0 points, 2 people got 10 points because they made it out and then just lost. 2 teams got 20 points, and then the finals are split 30 and 50. So winner gets 50, loser gets 30.
All right, dude.
So that means FaZe would be at 270 points. Yeah. In order for that, for Huntsman and FaZe to be tied, Huntsman would have to beat Empire in the final and win.
And then they'd be tied with FaZe.
They'd be tied with FaZe, and then they would win the head-to-head.
They would win the head-to-head because they've only ever fucking matched up once.
Yeah, and they would be 1 seed. Chicago needs to win the event to be 1 seed. But if they make finals, they should be 2nd seed.
Which, with this fucking bracket builder lineup, dude, you if you're Chicago, you gotta clutch up.
Oh, wait, no, dude, no. If Chicago needs to win the event to make top 2.
Yes.
Literally.
They have to win the event to get 2nd.
Or Dallas and FaZe have to fuck up.
Yes. And so right now we're saying that there's a potential for FaZe to fuck up. I don't think Dallas is fucking up anytime soon.
Probably not. This could
and then Florida could fuck up, which would keep Chicago out of 4th. But that wouldn't push them up high enough to be in 2nd. They would have to make it to. They have to make it to the finals to at least get 2nd, and they would have to. No, they have to make it to the finals to get at least 3rd, and then they would have to win to get 2nd.
Chicago and Florida both have to win to make top 2.
Yeah.
So basically, if Chicago and Florida fall short this weekend, they are guaranteed 3-4.
And I mean, if you look at those 2 teams and where they're starting off, Chicago has the better bet in terms of making it to the final.
Oh yeah,
they have the ride, Chicago. Dude. You cannot fuck this up.
They have a free semis. It's free till semis, and then it gets insane.
Ooh.
But
I'm already sweating.
Welcome to competitive COD, dude. This is why it's fun as fuck. And in our efforts to shorten these episodes, we have failed.
We have failed because there's definitely 47 minutes right now.
Yep. We tried.
We tried, guys. We know you're not here for fucking betting because we're terrible. We literally say Dallas is going to win every single time, even though Dallas is not even at the event 50% of the time. Like, it's ridiculous. Like, we're insane here. Do not trust us for gambling. Do not rely on us for any betting sources. We are merely 2 grown men that bicker and eventually settle on a game 4. That's what we do here.
Yep.
Oh my gosh. All right. After this, dude, we're going to have to do the MVP video.
MVP video.
Did you want to do the MVP video before Champs or after Champs?
MVP video for what? The whole year?
Yeah, just we look at all the players. Remember what you want to do?
After Champs, bro.
After Champs, okay.
When we're in our cooldown period and nobody's giving a fuck about Comp COD, that's a free episode.
There you go. Wow. Letting you guys in on the inside as to what our minds are like.
I manage this shit now.
Well, I think to do some sort of due diligence after the Toronto home series, because we have about 2 weeks before playoffs, correct?
Yes.
After this event?
It's just like next month.
Yeah.
It's the end of August.
Well, no. Playoffs is like the weekend of the 20th, and then Champs is the weekend of the 29th.
Yeah, but you know what I mean.
Yeah.
It's the end of fucking August.
End of August, yeah. So sometime between now and then, we'll do we should do some sort of like power ranking video of like who we think is going to clutch up, who we think. Well, we'll do the playoffs builder, I guess.
Dude, here's the thing, Matt. You wanted to shorten this, and now you're fucking brainstorming on the recording.
Because I got excited.
Oh my god, dude. He yells at me, bro.
I don't yell at you. I just aggressively shout in your direction.
Exactly. These are fucking too long.
These are too young. People aren't going to watch this.
And then Matt's like, you know what I think we should do, man? I'm like, I don't know. Have this conversation off cam, you fuck. Unbelievable, this guy.
Alrighty,
you see what I
guys.
deal with, people?
Well,
you see what I can deal with?
Let us know in the comments if you think we're full of shit in terms of our predictions, and let us know who you think is going to win the event. Let us know in the comments. Guess at what point will Maven have a heart attack in the Toronto home series? Because I mean, this whole event is going to be stimulating to him. Like I would have doctors on standby around Maven during this weekend event, because it's literally all the top 4 are there, plus LA. It's going to be insane.
We might lose an old man. Tough,
dude. All right, guys. Thank you very much for tuning in. Hope you guys have a great day, and we will see you on the next episode of the Random Nades Podcast. Throw that nade, Trent. Shh.
Can't wait to see those couple Empire boys get 4 rings.